What's up, guys? Last night we started our new series, Stockholm Syndrome, What's Holding You Captive? Back in 1973, Stockholm, Sweden, a man walked into a bank and held the bank up for 6 days, hostages and all, for 6 days. And it wasn't until the 6th day that the hostages were rescued. But when they went to court in trial, the hostages started defending the person who was holding them captive, the person who was actually holding a gun to their head. They were defending that person, and the court didn't know what to do with that. So we have what we call today Stockholm Syndrome, wherein people develop some kind of emotional affection toward the very thing that's holding them captive, toward the very thing that's made for destruction. And now a lot of you listening to me, you are dealing with issues in your life and sin, because that's exactly what sin does to us. The flesh and the desires of our flesh is longing to pull us in, and we somehow fall in love with the sin that we're committing, and it's intense and it's real, and a lot of students, a lot of adults are dealing with that. And last night we talked about self-esteem. We talked about sin, and how sin is, even though we're free in Christ, and even though that in John 8:36, let me read this. It says that so if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. That's John 8:36, and it's true, we've been free from that. However, sin is doing its very best to bring us back into chains, into captivity. And there's a lot of heart issues right now that Satan is trying to do in the church today with students, whether it be pornography, sexual temptation, even gossip or pride. But something that's coming around even more and more that people are starting to be aware of is suicide, depression. Satan is filling the minds of people saying that you're not worthy, and self-hatred and self-mutilation. But you don't have to be held captive, and that's the message of the gospel, is that through Jesus Christ we have the power to be free from that. We don't have to choose our chains, that we can choose Christ, and we can choose to have life. And so the challenge really this week is that being aware that our flesh and our indwelling sin is aggressively trying to get us back into chains. But are you aggressively fighting against it? Because it's a spiritual warfare. And it's a very real issue. Think about that this week. Be on your guard. And we'll look forward to week 2 of Stockholm Syndrome. God bless.